Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful day, isn't it, here in West Melton? And thank you to all the Canterbury Aero Club members who have prepared for the day in terms of the display of vehicles and the way the aircraft are parked and the preparation of the historical displays, as Paul Drake has just mentioned. We're greatly appreciative of the giving time to recognising what this day means in terms of New Zealand aviation history and Canterbury aviation history. On Monday, the 12th of February 1962, Brian Chadwick left his home there in Rocking Horse Road in South Shore, driving his Triumph Herald coupe and out to Harewood, and prepared the Dragonfly ZK-AFB for what was to be a routine flight to Milford Sound. He'd done charter flights to Milford Sound, more than 130 in his Domini ZK-BCP, and more recently in the Dragonfly, as Paul said, formerly operated by the Canterbury Aero Club. So this was to be a routine flight, and on the flight that day were 4 tourists who had booked their flights in the office there in Cathedral Square. One of them was Lewis Rowan, and 2 of Lewis's brothers are here today. I'd just like to put your hands up, John and Pat. They've come from Sydney to be with us today. Maybe you could welcome John and Pat Rowan. So Lewis Rowan, 25 years old, and off for an adventure. Also 28-year-old Daryl Shields, and there may be some relatives of the Shields here. If they're here, could they put up their hands? Kathy and Alan Hill, are they here? No, they are coming from Australia, and they must be a little late coming this morning. So Daryl, 28-year-old, single man, and then a couple who had recently got married. Alwyn Saville and his wife Valerie. Alwyn, an Australian, Valerie, Kiwi from Gisborne. Married about a month before. They're on a sort of a holiday down to the South Island, and again wanted to see the delights of the Southern Alps in Milford Sound. And we have some relatives of Valerie, the bride, who was on board the Dragonfly. Denise, is it? Just put your hand up there, Denise. And her husband there from Blenheim. Welcome to you. Well, the Dragonfly ZK-AFB, a famous aircraft really in the South Island, originally delivered to Bert Mercer and his Pioneer Air Travel Airline at Hokitika in October 1937, and then later to the Aero Club, and then on this flight 1962, a veteran aircraft. Took off from Christchurch International Airport, passed over not too far from here really, and disappeared. And to this day, nothing has been found. I can tell you that there are continuing initiatives and searches, and in fact just in the last few weeks I know of 3 on-the-ground searches in hotspot areas. And today we're going to have Gavin Grimmer sharing with us at 11 o'clock and Bobby Reeve at 1:30. Each of those people have taken significant initiatives in on-the-ground and aerial searches, and they'll be doing presentations about some of their work. So if you're able to be with us for that, that'll be a particular highlight. And I do pay tribute to them and a number of others who have taken seriously the mystery of, lost without trace. Now this is really the holy grail of missing aircraft in New Zealand, the mystique around Captain Chadwick, Pioneer pilot, RAF pilot during World War II, the honeymoon couple on board. Where is the famous Dragonfly? Some of you will also know that in that lower South Island area there have been 5 further aircraft that have gone missing without trace since that time. So a total of 23 men, women and children lost without trace. So you can see why some people call this the kind of the Bermuda Triangle of New Zealand. And there are continuing initiatives for some of those other aircraft, fixed wing and 1 helicopter. So thank you for being here today, and do take time to look at the displays. There's a number of books that pertain to historical aviation in Canterbury and New Zealand, and the Dragonfly in particular. We've discounted some of the books. And there's Pam there with her excellent book, Silver Wings, as well. And as Paul said, there's Tiger Moth flights available and trial flights in some of the Aero Club aircraft. So 11 o'clock, Gavin Grimmer will be leading us here in his presentation about some of his Google Earth work and his aerial and on-the-ground searches as to where the dragonfly might be. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.